Welcome back, folks, to Step Into the Ring, presented by Angels Boxing Academy. I'm here with my co-host Mies,
That's right.
our executive director Danny, future Oscar award-winning director.
Inshallah, Danny. Hopefully. Hey, maybe with this pod, man. Who
Hey,
knows?
he does amazing work for us.
Hey, these angles, we switching it up, folks. We want to test things out. And, that's what we do here at Angels Boxing Academy. We test different things out, whether in the Boxing Academy um, or outside.
And pushing
So,
boundaries.
so that's what we're trying to do, right? I mean, why are we even doing this podcast? Because we want to do something different. We want to make sure that our students, our coaches, our families tell their stories, but also show you what we're doing. Because again, it's hard to come visit us sometimes. So again, we just want to bring you into the ring, step into the ring. That's why we call it that, right?
Angel named her. It was a good name. It was a really good name. Step into the
It's a
ring.
great name, amazing name. That's why we picked it. So we want to make sure that you know what we're doing in the academy. So that's why we're here talking about our homework assistance, our tutoring program, Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 5, where not only Eddie and I help out, but we got volunteers. We have folks that are actual teachers from Waukegan, and I mean, just folks that care and that want to help. I mean, what do you think, Eddie? Did you grow up having a space like this?
No, not at all. I wish back in the when I was a kid. I'm from Underline. We didn't have anything from there. Well, actually, at the time when I was a kid, I was in Round Lake, but no, nothing like this. We're actually add on to what me said. We're gonna have free boxing, free tutoring, and free chess Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 5.
And again, why? Why do you think we want to give them so much just to do their homework? I mean, I know it's hard, but again, just why, Eddie?
You know, you're trying to give the kids what we didn't have growing up. Wanting want this generation to be better than we were, to do better than we were. So trying to give them, I know me, well before, but trying to give people their flowers, like
I think
Valentine's Day just happened.
everybody should get their flowers, right? Whether you're a little baby crawling to grown folk that can't even walk no more. I think everybody deserves their flowers and help along the way. I think that is a form of gratitude. I think that's a form of love that we can do for everybody. And in Spanish, you said Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate it, but in Spanish is El Día de Amor y Amistad, love and friendship.
I forgot to bring you your flowers today. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Bring it tomorrow
You can just spar with me on Monday.
with a rose in my mouth.
No, no roses. It's okay. Not in the budget. But yeah, I mean, everybody should get that help. And again, work assistance, I think, is a form of flower, if you will.
Yeah, just helping people out. There's multiple ways you give people their flowers, and most people don't even ask for it. Our culture, Latino culture, we don't really ever ask for help, but when it's given, like some people just kind of they get choked up because they never had that kind of help. Like I said, with us, we never had anything like this, even close to this. What we're offering the kids, and now we, because of Angel and everything that he built, that this is all credit to him. Like all the credit should go to him. He's done so much for me. I know he's probably done a lot for you.
So, how did you start, Eddie? Because, I mean, we've talked about coaches, students' journeys. What was your journey with Angels Boxing
Wait,
Academy?
you're the one that introduced me to him. We were at
They don't know this.
at Warren Newport Library. It was a back to school summer event, I think. And yeah, Angel was there, and I remember Mies was there, introduced me, and yeah, ever since then, the first thing, very very first thing, how I got started with Angel, we tried to start a food pantry. We tried to start a food pantry because I was volunteered a lot with Northern Illinois Food Bank, and we had a whole bunch of food left over, and so um,
So that grew into
that grew
our
into
Food
a
for
food.
Fighters program.
Yes, and I know Mies is taking charge of that now. But yeah, from our food pantry, that's the very first thing. And of course, at the time, I also another thing that people don't know about me is I also coached football at Mandalay High School. So during that time, we were in football season. So, but I told him after football season was over, um, I would love to come coach. Because I have no boxing since I was a kid. I did some boxing when I was a kid, and I know just how to coach kids. How to coach youth. That's what I do at
That's your specialty.
yeah. And so that's kind of how I got into it. And that was back in 2022 or 2023. No, 2023.
The
2023.
years are just all merging.
It is all merging. But no, yeah, back in 2023, I met Angel. And ever since, he's done so much for me. And, just got to give him his flowers.
And you've done a lot for us, Coach. And again, Eddie, I think that's something that's beautiful that Coach not only gives us the trust, um, but also the liberty to see what works for us. I know that he allows us to, do our own thing. And I mean, that's something that a coach always is supposed to do, right? Just
Hmm.
lead you where you want to be guided and say, hey, course correct.
Yeah, see your untapped potential. That's some of the best coaches that they bring out the best in you. And I remember that for me, uh, back when I was playing football at Millennium High School, my coach, Coach Cater, he was literally the best coach I've ever had. He was
Why?
tough.
Why?
He was tough, but it was a tough love.
Okay.
He pushed you to your absolute limits, and he expected that of you. But he would still always show you love even after he corrected you. So, and of course, it was a lot of like a military kind of style
Whoa.
discipline, but because he loved us, because he always wanted us to learn how to fight.
Mm.
And of course, in boxing, you learn how to fight, but football also is a great team sport. It's a very, I feel for me, it's the best team sport in all sports.
Mm-hmm.
And because it takes all 11 guys on each side or all 22 on a football team. Yeah, more than that, but those are the starters
Listen, I
that
don't know
takes.
football, man. So you could just be saying random numbers and I wouldn't know.
No, but yeah, like I said, he taught me everything because he said, as soon as you get out of high school, the real world, is gonna hit you in the face. It's gonna hit you in the mouth, and you gotta learn how to fight back.
A
And
nice
it was
little
true,
jab in the mouth.
exactly. And yeah, like I said, the best coaches always see your potential in you, and the best coaches bring that out of you.
And you get mentors, right? You get a
Yeah.
lot of folks that you can talk to. I know that before the Super Bowl, I talked to my coach, George Tennant from community college. I called him. He lives in Texas now with his family. And I asked him, hey, coach, how you been? He helped me with student government when I was there, freshman and sophomore. And, just seeing how first generation, he also grew up without a father. So I was able to connect with him.
Mhm.
And again, I'm able to talk to him. I'm also able to talk to Salvador, my other coach from COC, and where I'm like, hey, coach, how can I get these scholarships, man? I don't got no money to pay for school. Help me out. Help me, help you, help me. And that guidance, allowed me to live through them in a way where I learned from
Mhm.
their mistakes and you know, their wins are my wins and my wins are their wins.
Yeah, sometimes you even become friends with them, even
Of
as
course,
you're
man.
adults.
They're so cool. I mean, George knows how to play poker. He knows how to play pool. All things I love. Basketball too. We would always go work out afterwards, after our meetings. So things like that. I mean, those are bonds that, especially right now, a lot of people are facing loneliness. A lot of individuals don't know how harmful being alone is. We are social animals. We need to be with each other. And I think that's something that we lack in our societies now. We don't have a third space. A lot of individuals just go to work, go to school, and go back home. They don't even go grocery shopping anymore. So,
DoorDash it.
yeah, exactly. And again, there's some benefits to that for those that can't take their bodies and travel and drive because again, right now especially the roads are horrible, man. I don't know.
Hey,
You got a big old
you're the
truck.
snow plower, dude. You're gonna be you gotta do something with commuting. Just
Hey, listen,
you
don't
gotta
tell.
shovel the roads.
I don't want any more work, man. So, but again, just figuring out what works for us.
Man, so, well, either way, I talked about a little bit about me. We got how I got into Angels boxing. How did you get into Angels boxing? You're the one that introduced me to this place.
It's a beautiful story. I grew up never being in sports besides volleyball in high school. I was in the Boy Scouts growing up, and a lot of people are like, "Yo, that's why were you in the Boy Scouts?" And I like camping. I like going outside, fire, making things with my own hand, and just hanging out. Just being in the forest, being and also getting that brotherhood, having that sense of community. But I was the only Mexican in my troop. I mean, I love my troop, but it was kind of weird because I knew there was a lot of us that like kayaking, fishing. So, I just needed to find my people. And again, I got to learn from them, but I also needed a little bit more. I needed some space in where I could talk Spanglish. I'd be talking to coach, I'd be talking to everybody here in English, Spanish, even Arabic now.
None of us understand Arabic.
But that's the coolest part because we got people from all over the world
Yeah,
here stepping
you gotta do
into
an
the
Arabic
ring.
class here. You
I
gotta teach
mean,
us.
inshallah, if we got tutoring, homework, we'll get a
We're doing
tutor.
English and Spanish and Arabic class.
But yeah, I mean, I started because I started working in government, and Coach Angel was at a community meeting, and I heard his story, how he started from again his son building his own identity, building his self esteem, and how that is so important for the youth. I know it was important for me growing up without a father. I mean, it's a little tough, and a lot of our kids in our schools in our communities deal with that. And
Mhm.
they often don't want to talk about issues like this because, I mean, it's kind of awkward, right? It's kind of uncomfortable. And it's okay. But at least have a space in where you can be yourself, work out some issues if you have it in a positive way. If you're angry, put it out in the bag. If you're really just angry and just want something to do, this is a space for you to do it. Jump rope, go for it. Stairmaster. Focus on something that is productive. And I think that's something that, drew me to this mission in helping out. Again, I'm not a boxer. People always ask me, are you a boxer or are you a coach? I say, I'm neither, man.
You gotta be.
I'm just a yapper. I just tell folks that we're doing here and how they could help. But like you said, how did I get involved? I just heard the story, man. I just heard what coach wanted, the vision and mission. And I said, you know what? Let me see how I can help. So I went on and said, you know what? Can I at least see what was out there and how I can contribute? So then we started that Food for Fighters program. Now we have the tutoring program for our kiddos. I mean, programs that I wish I had. I remember going home and not having food. I remember not having clothes. We give free clothes here. Things that, again, I would have needed, that I would have used. I think it's important. And again, chess, I think is something amazing because I didn't know English. I didn't speak it. So when I first got to the United States, the only way I could, actually make friends or just be involved after school was through the chess club. So, as soon as he said that, I said, man, whatever I can do, I'll do it. So now we're here making a pod. So yeah, man, it's a long time coming, and I just love the journey and see the change that a lot of our kiddos go through, from being shy to not wanting to, talk to anybody to,
Now we have some of them coming onto the podcast. So,
exactly telling their stories. It's not on us to fix them because I don't believe that our kids are broken. Our kids are not broken. We're not broken. Our kids are more than capable of doing whatever they want, and they do a lot with a lot less. And I think that's something that we bring to the table where we say, hey, what resources do you need? What do you want? Let me help you, help me help you. Right?
yeah. I had no idea. Let me help me help you help
Help me, help you,
you
help
help.
me, man. Come on now. So, I think this is a good way to share our stories, not only of Eddie's journey here, but also mine. And bringing people along, right? In my faith, we believe that friends have the opportunity to drag you down, but also drag you up. So, see who's at your corner, see who is in your team, and again, just go at it.
Yeah,
Be in uncomfortable situations and push past it.
yeah. Even like I said, when my coach, my football coach, what he told me is that you are who you hang out with. That's who you become, and that's every single teacher. And we have the. I feel like I put our group of kids against any boxing gym in the entire world. Like
Amen.
how good of people. Not only that, how much the kids fight. Not only that, from you, Danny, Angel, all of us, their story is just
It's a
it's
special
just the beginning.
place.
Yeah, it's a special story, a special place, and we're just starting it. And just here we're gonna keep growing it,
Inshallah.
especially in our June 7th event. That's gonna
That's
be
right,
a
folks.
very very cool event where Danny's already working with all the lights and everything. We've got about to look like a movie. It's already looking like a Rocky movie here with all these lights on top of us.
And
You're
you got
gonna,
to train, right, Eddie? Because I need you up here.
I need you here too.
I,
Then
I got to do it. But again, no headshots for me. Only body shots.
now,
Shoulder
you
checks.
got you're gonna be in a different weight class than me.
Well, it's okay.
So
We'll figure it out.
you gotta cut down in weight. You saw how the fights were last Sunday.
Listen,
You gotta
man.
cut down. You could get down to maybe 150,
We'll
160.
figure it out. Maybe with Ramadan, it'll help
You're
me
gonna
out. It'll help me out.
that'll help you
Cause
out a lot.
yeah, I gotta cut weight.
You really gotta cut weight. But there's gonna be a lot of us, every single person, hopefully in every weight class. We're gonna be defending,
Mhm.
this gym, but also just promoting our gym, guns are down, gloves up. Our program to help get kids off the streets, promote safe gun
Ownership and
ownership.
also getting funds for our kiddos to go to school. A lot of individuals right now are uncertain with a lot of the federal freezes that have gone, and we want to at least help. So again, not only do we have tutoring happening, but we also want you to know what are the next steps, whether it is a vocational skill or going to college. We have a lot of good friends that got a lot of good partners. And again, you don't have to do this alone. We are here at your corner. And again, I think that's something that we can all do our part. You don't have to be the best, but at least figure it out. Make a Google, make a call, phone a friend. I always say, hey, I don't know, but we can figure it out.
Yeah, for anyone, if you guys know anyone who like free boxing, 2 days a week, free boxing, free tutoring. Where else are you ever gonna get this? So I feel like this is the only place, literally, maybe in an entire state, entire country, that's
I don't
offering
know, man.
free boxing,
I
two free
haven't
days,
I haven't
two
found
tutoring.
anything, but again, it's only for the youth ages 6 to 18, so they can do their homework. We can also help them with their college applications. We have our actually coach Salvador, personal success coach from COC, helping us out. And again, a lot of our students see us in our community. Why? Because we live here. I
Hmm.
mean, Park City is a special space for us that we got kids going to two school districts. So again, we gotta see what works for them and make it work.
Yes, sir. Like I said. Uh, Either way, thank you guys so much for hearing a little bit of our stories. I know uh, maybe one day we'll go in full on depth. We're gonna tell you a whole story about Mies, from little Mies,
But don't forget
or
to
little
subscribe,
Eddie.
folks. Listen to us on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know what are we on TikTok?
We're on
We're
TikTok.
on TikTok, I guess. And I mean, just stay connected. Again, we are looking for sponsors so we can get our event going for our kiddos to go to
For June
school.
7th event.
So please let us know if you know anybody that would individually want to donate or organizations, companies that would like to support this. Again, we're a non for profit, folks. So we want to help the kiddos at zero cost. So please help us do that. And again, you can share this, subscribe, and I don't know what else can they do. Donate.
They can
I don't
donate
know.
all the money they're gonna donate.
Go to our website, Angels Boxing Academy.